Hi friends, welcome back to the Couch Crocheter. We're at episode 138. The blue dog hat for a toddler is all finished. Hi friends, and welcome back. We're at episode 138, and I wanted to stop up tonight to finish this project because this Saturday is Matt's nephew's third, maybe he's going to be four? He's going to be four. No, he's going to be three. He's going to, I forget. Either three or four. I forget how old he's going to be. His nephew. So he is very much into a blue dog that is on TV, and he absolutely adores him. Actually, for Halloween this last year, he was him. So I wanted to make him something from that blue dog. So I decided on a hat. So I went over there and I asked Carly to borrow a hat that fit him so I could size it up. I pretty much wung this whole entire project. There is a hat out there for a pattern that I found through, actually I didn't find the pattern. I found the picture through Pinterest, and then I tried to follow Pinterest through to the pattern, but it ended up being like a huge wormhole, and I never ended up finding the pattern. So I went off of the picture. So for the hat part, and I'll insert a picture here of the hat and one ear complete. For the hat part, I just did, a basic hat, my knowledge of an increase, and then stopped at some point when it was big enough and just kept on working. I added the flaps afterwards. I did not add them in. I don't know how to do that. So I tied it off at the end. Then I added one side. Well, I folded it in half. Then I counted the stitches between the front and the back. And then figured out I wanted 8 stitches for the flaps. So then I counted 8 and then put 4 stitch markers of where the flaps would start and end, 8 stitches, start and 8 stitches. And I do believe that there are 21 stitches in between the 2 flaps. So I finished one flap and then I tied it off, and I finished another flap and I tied it off. And then I went around the whole entire border with a single crochet. So then I made 6 dots, and that was 5 single crochets in the magic circle and then 2 in the round. So that ended like 10 stitches at the end. I made the eyeballs out of black, and that was just magic circle, 5 singles and singe off. The eyeballs, I kind of wung it from what I learned from doing the sole of a slipper pattern, where you chain and you work up one side and then do a cluster at the top and then work down the other. That's what I did for the eyeballs, to make them kind of oblong. I don't know if they look right, but they do. The nose, I did 5 single crochets, turned around, did a half double, a slip stitch, a picot, a slip stitch, and a half double. And I think I read that somewhere, and I don't remember where, to learn how to do that. So, and then I made the tongue. Oh, and the light blue yarn is Stitch Studio by Nicole. The dark blue yarn is Homemade Modern Worsted. The eyeballs is a scrap ball that I do not know what it is. The white part of the eyeballs. The black is Just Enough by Crafter's Secret Crafters. And the tongue is a leftover scrap ball from a mandala. And I don't think I actually have any here. I don't. I think that the one I do have is home. I forget what it's called. But it's really, really bright. And I think the color is called Happy, but don't quote me on that. I forget what it's called. But anywho, and then I made 2 ears, and the ears I wung to so much that I made my own little note for the other one to figure out how to duplicate the ears. So I put them all together. Now, and then I put 2 strands together and went in and brought the loop down and then looped it again so it looped around. Here, I'll show you. For the ties, and that was also in the Handmade Modern, the Target yarn. Oh, and just so you guys know, when I say Target yarn, it is Target yarn, but you cannot go into Target and buy yarn. Don't ask me why it's not on the shelves, but if you go to Target online, and this is like the last time I checked, now I didn't check recently, I do believe it is available there. And how I acquired it is Honey works at a store downstairs that sells return stuff or overstock or, you know, that kind of stuff. So one of their people that they get their pallets from is Target. And he had gotten, and this was like maybe 2 years ago that I've had this yarn now. He had gotten cases of it downstairs, and he worked out a deal with the purchasing manager at the time to buy them at an extremely discounted rate, because at the time in the store they were not selling. So Honey bought me like a case of, I think, 4 colors, and each case comes with, I don't know, 36 skeins or something, 32 skeins. I don't know. It's a poop ton. So that's how and where I ended up getting this. So again, you cannot go into a Target and buy their yarn. But if you go to their website and look up Handmade Modern yarn, it should come up. At least the last time I checked, which was a long time ago, they did still sell it. So the next picture I'm going to insert is his parts all done, but not attached. I kind of just wanted to lay them out to see how they, you know, would arrange and see how it looked. And to see, you know, how everything looked and put together. So now I'm going to show you guys what this blue dog looks like. So here we are. I think, and his little tongue, I mean, do you not just love that little tongue? I think he turned out fabulous. I cannot wait for Dawson to put him on. I have the dots, I believe, placed accordingly. I could, you know, be off on that or whatnot. I think the nose could have been a little better, but, you know, I really am not sure still what I'm doing, guys. I don't want to try it on or anything because, you know, it'll stretch it out. You know how it looks on top of that skein. Oh, not bad. So if I hold the skein. Oh, there you go. Whoops. Excuse me, I choked on my own air just now. So yeah, I think it turned out quite fabulous. Again, I think the nose could use a little bit of work. But he's, you know, either 3 or 4 years old. He's turning this Saturday. And I'm sorry, Dawson, that I forget. And I'm sorry, family, that I'm not on top of the age. But yeah, so here it is. And all of its glory. Guys, I think I did a pretty good job. Especially for winging every single part of this. Like, there's not one part that I actually followed a pattern. So that's all I have to share with you guys. That's the video. I think I'm going to shoot another one because I was up here working on this. And then while I was down there, I finished up one panel of the curtain. So I'm going to go over with that with you. Wow. I'm going to go over that with you guys next. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe I need to drink more coffee. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. Be safe and stay groovy. Bye. I just love them. I am so tickled.